one of the inspirations for YUBI personally is I just love communities of women talking about beauty. There's just something so unifying, especially in these days, about, I mean, just for example, we've all had this experience when you go into the restroom at a concert or at the office and someone stops you and says, "Oh my God, I love that lipstick.
Oh, your hair.
Your hair looks amazing."
Clothes,
There's like a special warm feeling, a love that comes from that.
It's a boost also.
It really is, this connection that you feel with other women. Bringing YUBI to the world, to me, was a way to generate conversation and more community around beauty, women supporting each other. So it's very special to me.
Yeah, and you said your family, your grandmother used to show you techniques of things?
Exactly. So I grew up, my sister and I used to spend summers with my grandmother, who was a beautician, which is, I don't think do we call them beauticians anymore? That's like
now I think they say cosmetologist or hairdresser.
Or hairdresser, right? But she was proudly a beautician. She did hair and makeup. She had her own salon. And we would go and watch her. We would go to the salon with her on Saturdays, and we would sit, and women would come in, disheveled, tired, looking forward to this experience they would have with her, and they'd sit, and there'd be conversation, there'd be gossip about the community, about entertainment. People would share stories from their work, things they were that they were dealing with in their personal lives, and women would chime in and support each other and boost each other. And one by one, they would sit in my grandmother's chair and get magically transformed from, you watch the sort of the YouTube videos, and it's like the before and the after.
Right.
Like, we had the experience of sitting in my grandmother's salon and watching that live, right? And the difference between the women, not just what was on their face or what their hair looked like, but their whole spirit between when they first walked in and when they left. Smile on their face. They were
ready when they left.
They were ready. They were fortified. And it all happened, within the confines of my grandmother's modest salon. The teaching aspect of it is also so important.
It brings you together.
It really does, and I could tell you're good at that, because we were just sitting here and you're like, "Girl, you need to use this little thing over here," and I use it. I'm like, "Oh my God, like everything's better." But so being able to share your tips and your techniques with other women, I think again it just reinforces that bond. It's sort of like, we're all in this together. Let's lift each other up. Let's support each other.
Absolutely.
I think it's so important.
And it starts with clean skin. Yes. So in the morning, one thing that my mother used to tell me is Noxzema. She loved Noxzema. And I used to use it at like 12 and 13 because I was watching what she did. I followed what she did. But my skin was off the chain, girl. My skin was so clear. Everybody wanted my skin. It's like, you need to get you some Noxzema. But that's where it begins. Clean skin. Yeah. Clean skin, clean hands. Yeah. Because whatever you put on your hands, the minute you touch your face,
it
goes onto your skin. And it can cause acne. Yes. It can cause all kinds of flare-ups.
And patchiness and bad results. Which is why I invented YUBI, right? Yes. That's the genesis of the design, right? It's a tool that slides onto your fingers
so
to become
pretty. Let me grab one.
Yes. It becomes an extension of your hand. So just the same way when you were
it's so soft. Cute. Give me the pink one.
Here,
I like pink.
Take the pink one. That one's yours. The same way that you would put your Noxzema on using your hands, I would, put my lotion on on the cold morning with my hands. It's the same motion, right? It's the same motion. So it's simple, it's easy, it's natural. It's the first beauty technique you learned. But I think again, like, just to like reinforce the point, like, women really are the seat of beauty and of beauty education and creating that community. And sometimes it extends to our sons and our husbands, right?
It works on my husband for sure.
I think that's great. I might need to ask
you. He has great skin.